Hi guys, I'm at Promontory Point, which is kind of like this man-made island, and that is Lake Michigan. And today I want to talk about why you shouldn't come to the US for a master's. So, I just completed my master's, and on this lovely day at -9 degrees Celsius, I decided to come out for a walk. And I got this message from my friend, and he's telling me that he still hasn't got a job yet. So yeah, it made me think. I know that he's a really brilliant coder, and surely there must be a reason why he's not able to find a job. So I wanted to make this list of important stuff to keep in your mind before you come to the US for a master's. And I'm gonna start from the most important, according to me. Number one, don't come to the US if you don't have experience. Yeah, I had 2 years of experience at Amazon, and it was super hard for me to find a job. Every company I apply to, they're trying to reject me, or some of them, most of them, in fact, just ghost me. So it was super hard. Out of maybe 700 applications, I got an offer from two of them. I got interviews for maybe four, which converted to two. So yeah, you have to be really critical when you get those opportunities. But if you don't have experience, it would be better if you know, work for some time, maybe in whatever country you're coming from, before you decide to come to the US. People over here with 0 years of experience are struggling, and most of my seniors who did land a job, they are coming with experience. So it is hard. The job market is hard. Number two. So the second most important thing I would say is to keep in mind is whether you have connections in the US or not. Connections can be of different types. It can be either your family, they're working over here, or you have alumni from your undergrad which are working somewhere in the US and in good places that you can reach out to and ask for referrals and stuff. The way you get offers in the US is through connections and referrals, at least in this job market. It's really hard to just cold apply, and some company has to take a chance on you. The two offers that I got, one of them was because I had a brother who was working at a company, so he could, directly send my resume to the hiring manager, and from there on, I got the interviews, the normal process. The other offer that I got, that was because I had alumni working at this company, the startup that I'm joining, and I basically reached out to them and asked if they could take a chance on me. They did. That's why I'm making this video, I guess. Otherwise, I'd still be looking for a job. Oh my god, I can't imagine how that would be. Yeah, okay, let's not imagine that. Yeah, so connections are really important in the US, especially now when everyone is trying to get into the CS. In my personal experience, getting an internship is harder, and getting a full-time job is somewhat easier because for an internship, people from every major are trying to get a CS internship. At least for a full-time job, I'm assuming that employers prefer people with CS background. So yeah, that's another thing to be mindful of. And connections can also mean your professor. So I also got an offer from a professor at U Chicago who I was working over the summer with, and he was very kind to let me continue on if I was not able to find a job in case. So yeah, that would stop the clock for me, and yeah, I'm really grateful to him. That took a lot of pressure off my mind, just having that backup plan. So yeah, connections really matter. Number three. So this one is kind of like an ambiguous one. So if you get into a top school, then it might be worth the risk of coming to the US even if you don't have experience or you don't have connections. So let's say I get into Stanford CS or maybe CMU CS, and I'm a complete new grad from my undergrad. So it's more likely that companies will give you a chance if you're coming from one of these target schools. Uh, Honestly, U Chicago is not a target school for computer science. It ranks maybe 19th or 20th in terms of CS for grad school. But I came here because I wanted to go to a university that felt like a top world class university. And U Chicago is in the top 10, I'd say, globally. And the alumni base is really strong. Uh, we have a lot going in the quant department, finance, economics, and it's just a really good school to go to. But yeah, it's really hard because it was not a target school for most companies. So yeah, I didn't hear back from a lot of employers, honestly. Okay, number four. So if you're going to break bank and you're going to take a really big loan, I think you need to be very mindful of whether you have the potential to fulfill it back. Some people are in a grateful position that they don't have to take a loan. Uh, I'll talk about my own case. I was very grateful that I had my savings from my time I worked at Amazon, which covered around half of my tuition, and the other half my family could help me. That's something that I think Asian families, Asian cultures are better at. I mean, at least they're safer in terms of money flowing from the parents to their children, but I understand that that's not the case for everyone. So you kind of have to be really mindful. Can you pay back the amount that you're going to take if you take a loan? I would say that if you have experience, if you're getting in a good school, if you have connections, then just go for it. That's something that I've even advised to some of my friends, at least one of my friend who's moved to USC this year amidst all the wildfires and stuff. But yeah, he had 3 years of experience at American Express, and he has connections over here in the US. I am one of them as well. But yeah, that's really important. So I told him that he could pay back the loan for sure. So yeah, I trust in his potential. So that's something you need to be mindful. That's number four. Number five, something you need to consider before coming to the US is, can you keep up with the course curriculum? So I have a few students in my batch, in my class, and I actually know they have the experience, they have connections and stuff, but they just aren't able to keep up with the course curriculum that's going on in class, and I could visibly see them struggling. And it actually happened that one of them actually tried to cheat in an exam, and they were caught, they were ratted out by someone else, and that's a straight F on your transcript. So yeah, you need to be really careful about that, because an F on your transcript just brings your GPA really low. So it's not all sunshine and daisies or sunshine and snow, at least here in Chicago. I don't see any daisies, but yeah, that's something you need to be careful about. If you can't keep up, then don't resort to unfair means. That's just gonna hurt your chances more. And if I recall, that guy is still looking for a job right now, and he has maybe 3 weeks left, so it's gonna be super hard for him. So I think that covers up most of the points that I wanted to talk about. You should consider these before you come to the US for a master's, otherwise you might have a hard time trying to keep up with the course, keep up with the mental pressure of getting a job. Or yeah, it's not easy, it is tough, and at one point you need to be really mentally strong, because you're living away from family. You're not going to have your friends near you. Most of my friends who I talk with are like voices in my head, Discord voices, or the pixels on my screen. These are the real friends that I'm talking about back in India. One of them now in the US. But you make new friends wherever you go. So I've got a lot of friends over here, but they're all caught up in their work right now, and yeah, it is hard at times when you can't go out for a coffee with someone because they're still looking for a job or they went back to the India for visiting their family. I won't say it's for everyone, but I won't stop anyone from trying it. I think this whole experience has made me really mentally strong. It's helped me learn who I am and know myself from the inside out. It's given me the ability to trust in myself in times of unimaginable stress, and it's just been a great learning experience. When I came to U Chicago, I didn't just want a formal learning experience. I wanted to learn stuff socially, through relationships, financially. I wanted to learn how to cook. I learned how to cook. I cook really good Indian food now. So yeah, it's just been an amazing journey over here, and it's coming to an end. In 2 weeks, I'm moving to California, and I couldn't imagine not, recording all of these memories, even the icy cold, the -9 degrees right now. I can feel the frostbite in my fingers, but yeah, I'm just so thankful. And I wanted to help someone who might be in a similar position where they're considering going to or coming to the US for a master's. So I hope you like this video. I'm not sure how many videos I'm going to do more here in Chicago, but I really enjoyed this one despite the cold weather. And yeah, if you liked it, like it, subscribe it, comment what you want to see next. But thanks for watching and take care. Stay warm.